Hey, nah, this bitch hard, man.
And we're back. Welcome back to the Moshcast. You know me, Almighty Sai, and we have a old face, but a long time friend with the cast and everything. The pod, fucking Soda L, dude.
Soda L.
That's crazy, bro. It's been a long time since you've been on it.
I'm really glad that you let me come back too.
Yeah,
come vibe out, come talk.
You know, we like I said in my little video, you know, I was just dealing with a whole bunch of stuff, and my surgery kind of forced me to stop. You know, it was like I had to stop, and I had to reevaluate everything that I was doing. You know, I was getting cleaned up the whole year before my surgery, so I was doing that, but I was still trying to go on with the podcast, and I was trying to force it, and it was not doing well. It wasn't doing good for me. You know, like everybody loved it. You know, everybody's saying how good they were and stuff all the time, but it just in my soul, in my mind, I just wasn't doing what I wanted to do, and I think my surgery had to force me to stop and think about it and kind of give me some time to get my brain started back up and doing it. Because I mean, this is a huge passion of mine. And you know, if you look on the profile, my YouTube profile, I have a whole bunch of projects that I did under the podcast. You know, I did On Call, I did Backstage, I did Just Peachy. Shout out to Haley. I did a whole bunch of stuff, but you know, the podcast itself, I wanted to keep on doing it, and I wanted to do it the way my brain and my soul felt like it needed to
right,
be.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for us artists, bro. We have to. It's like. With this tape that I'm about to put out, I put out 40 songs. I made 40 songs.
You got a damn mixtape, basically.
For sure. Oh no, it's a mixtape. It's a mixtape, but it's like there's times when us as artists know when we're doing it for other reasons. You know what I mean? And you can hear it, and you know it, you feel it. You know, and those ones you want to, as an artist, you want to do those things that make you feel. That are that right feeling, that good feeling. You know?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
And
it is what it is.
And I feel it's really weird because now I'm getting these new feelings and stuff. You know, I was telling you before pod and stuff, like whenever I would drop a video, I never really cared how, because I guess like I was in that mindset of like, this is good, I know it's good, people love it, I'm gonna drop it, and this is what I do, and that's how it's gonna be. But like after being gone for so long, I don't know what it was. I got real. I'm real like anxious about myself and stuff, or I want people to what is that word? Perceive me as a certain way. And the last podcast, which will be last Friday, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. But I've been watching it, and I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't like, you know, I feel like I'm being too silly, or it's too loud, or being dumb or whatever. But, you know, my girl's like, no, it's great. It's fine. Because she was there watching it the whole time we were doing it, you know?
Yeah. So you feel like this time around it's like a new set of, like, you're starting over again?
No, I'm going to say starting over. It's just like, I guess, like, my brain is like, jumping back into it. You know, like whenever you get out of a pool, like you're in the pool and it feels good, and then you get out of the pool, you eat something, and you're chilling outside, and then you go back into it and it's like cold, and you're like, man, I didn't expect it to be like this. I think that's how I feel. Is like I've been doing it, and I was comfortable, and then I got out of it for a second, and I've, you know, felt my life, and my life's been changing. My brain's been thinking too much, and you know, I'm healing up, and then I'm back into the pool, and I'm like kind of nervous. You know, I'm just nervous about getting back into it.
I feel you. And two, I'm just like, just out of you talking to, I think you're being way too judgmental on yourself.
Yeah, that's the word. I'm just being too judgmental about myself and just beating myself up. But you know,
because a big thing, something that I did learn like a lot about this content shit is like, and I'm not, and you know, in no way is this rude, but it's like nobody really gives a fuck.
No, honestly, and that's it's crazy you say it because that's exactly what I've been telling myself at work. Because I still work nights and stuff. And bro, like that's where I get like that's where I think a lot because I'm just doing my thing and then like nobody's around me and it's like in the middle of the night, and I'm like, man, like did I say that right? Was that topic the right way to say these things? And then my little angel on my shoulder's like, bro, no one gives a fuck, man. No one gives an actual shit. You're having fun. It's a cool topic. Why the fuck are you like breaking it down? If it's not broken, don't fix it. Is what it's telling me. And so I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. But like even with like we were talking about kind of like the sober living, sober living and stuff. And I'll sip here every once in a while, and I'll drink a little bit. And that probably I got a little nervous, and I started drinking a little bit too heavy, and then I'm like, well, I fucking told everybody that I wasn't gonna go that hard. Now they're gonna think that I'm fucking still on my shit. And then that angel on my shoulder's like, dude, just relax. Chill the fuck out. It's fine.
Because nobody cares.
Cares.
That's a big thing that I learned, too, about, like, trying to get sober and stuff like that, bro. Nobody gives a fuck if you're sober or not, honestly. Well, actually, they do. They care if you're fucked up because you're going to fuck up their life.
Right. It's all about you. It's all about the inside of you, you know?
Yeah,
You got to care about yourself. If you know your limits, you know what you can and can't do. And I got to tell myself that, too. Because, like, sometimes, bro, I'll be like, man, about 2-3 years ago, I was feeling it. Yeah. And then my brain's like, bro, relax. Remember what happened whenever you got done with that shit? It was a crazy part of your life, bro. You gotta chill out.
See?
And I'm like, okay, you're right.
Nobody cares. That's what they be saying about addicts is like you tend to ignore the part where it's horrible and where it's bad.
Right.
And you just want to fantasize about the shit where it's good.
The moment, like just that little moment of like,
chilling,
oh man, and you're vibing.
That's addiction for you, buddy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And going back like and that's the thing too is like going back on like social medias and posting every day and then being a part of like the topics and knowing what's going on in the world and stuff, bro. I'm terrified of AI, dude. It's scary out there, bro. Because now I'm seeing all these videos like Sora, is it called?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Bro,
good video.
It's I don't even know where to begin with the weird feeling of am I what I'm seeing, is it real?
Yeah.
Or what am I seeing? Is it fake?
For sure.
And then I go on the internet, I go on like Instagram and stuff. I'm like, this person's not real. There's no way this person's real.
Yeah. No.
And now I start questioning everything. I'm like, is that door real? Am I real? No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, it does be like that. It does.
It's crazy.
The biggest thing that I try to like, because obviously, like I've been going through the same shit, thinking about the same things and stuff like that. But whenever the deeper I look into it, I'm like, okay, the whole world's not going to be AI because basically the higher ups in the industries, they need to make money off the artist.
Right.
Period. So even if the lyrics are written or something like that, it's all done by human, and it's basically always going to be done by human because they still need to make money.
Right.
They're always going to need to make money. And they're always going to run, like, they're always going to need to run the fame system on everybody, on the world, So that's been the only thing that's helped me fight the whole AI trip, because I fucking...
Yeah, because
that shit's crazy.
What makes me... What's ironic about this, too, and what really kind of, like, pisses me off, is that there's a lot of people that I know that are artists, whether that be music or art in general, and... I saw some of those people on social media being like, AI's gonna ruin everything. I hate AI. Fuck AI. All this shit. And then right now, as we speak, they're using AI, and they're like, man. And I'm like, bro, you sold out. You're selling out, dude. Mm-hmm. I feel, and whatever makes your TikTok, whatever. I don't care, but at the same time, there has to be a level especially in this music game, especially in like the art game. Like, there has to be like a level. I'm not saying that I haven't used AI. I'm on Facebook Messenger with my friends, being like, AI, imagine me doing this or whatever, and being silly and having fun. But I'm not. Sorry, I'm not out here like making literal videos for my music videos for the music that I'm dropping, or videos for my art pieces that I have being sold. What are you doing? That, like, show your art. and then show your music. You don't need AI to make your own music videos. I think we're like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you got a different opinion.
No, you're not wrong at all, bro. Because, like, okay, so, like, for example, like, and actually, I was going off on Instagram the other day because I was calling it out to a multitude. I was being basically a dick about it. But once you start to catch the eye for the AI, bro, you're going to start seeing it everywhere. And there's these AI brands. And, like, to me, as a businessman, being the businessman that I want to be when I grow up type shit.
Right.
Seeing some AI shit be working and shit like that, like, I kind of don't respect you. Honestly. You know what I mean? And obviously, there's going to be a point where we can't tell the difference. But I definitely tell the difference. These AI logos, and then there's people who have been trying to work. I'm not gonna say nothing, bro. There's people who've been trying to work in my atmosphere,
right? Who
are making things that are clearly AI. They're not anything that we're trying to tell you what to do,
right?
And it does piss me off, honestly, because it's like, bro, like, what the fuck are you even doing? You're about to get this money off of me for what? You're not helping me out.
You're letting a robot. I won't even say a robot. You're letting technology like, I don't know. If I'm going outside and making a music video for hours, you know, I feel a certain type of way whenever people watch it because I'm like, I made that shit. It took me days or months to even create what I pictured in my head.
Yeah.
Compared to somebody being like 15 minutes worth of work inside their bedroom on their bed. Texting prompt to make this shit. And what do you say for that? What do you, like, after you go outside and people have seen that product, what do you say to that? Oh, I just fucking, I was just in my room and I was bored and I just fucking, instead of being like me where people like, I saw that music video, bro, and I was like, yeah, dude, I was over here, I went over there to this hotel, almost got kicked out. Fucking, I was on the streets at 3 a.m, almost got stabbed. Crazy fucking story.
Yeah.
Like how do you compare those two those two stories? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially now, like the like it's not stopping. Obviously,
no.
I think we
can't
have to.
We can't do shit about it.
Yeah. So like there's no stopping it. So how do we move forward from? I don't know, bro. I've been thinking about this a lot.
Well, okay, so like for me, I'll be thinking that like there's gonna be a point whenever businesses in specific and big corporations, they're gonna be like, we take pride that we do no AI. None of our stuff involves AI, and that's gonna be another selling point. And then whole other selling point. I just feel like we're not even necessarily in the middle of it happening. Honestly, I feel like we're more on it like to the side where it's already happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like I said, corporations gonna have to control fame some sort of way. They're gonna have to control fame, so they're gonna have to, basically pick and choose who they want to be at the top, just to make that person feel better about themselves. I don't know. I have been worried about AI for a minute now, but the more that I really start thinking about it and really start like figuring out all these systems and fucking all this bullshit, I don't think it's really as scary as we think it is, honestly. I think. And this is probably the first time I've ever said this. I don't know.
I feel like we're the adults. Whenever we were growing up, we were watching movies and it was CGI, and all the adults were like, CGI, they're gonna take the movies away. It's all gonna be CGI. Yeah. And now I'm like, bro, I wish CGI was still a thing, dude. I wish CGI was like still going on, because like now they're just making movies with AI people and like their pictures and stuff like that. It's not even like it's not a person computerizing a program on their computer how to move and stuff and how to do all these things. It's just literally AI doing everything for them. And now I'm the old guy being like, AI's gonna take everything away, man.
And all the fucking 16-year-olds, shut your old ass up, bro.
Yeah, right. We love AI.
Hey, that's crazy too, because I was like, I totally forgot my point. I'm fucking sorry, bro.
No, you're good.
I was gonna say, I don't got it at all.
Dude, I have a crazy theory that I thought about last night. Well, we'll cut the AI thing short because I know that everybody's been talking about it, but sure. I have a theory. So I was like, when was the first technology, I guess like computerized technology ever made? And it was 1976, 1975 was when the first computer got made, right? Mm-hmm. And then I tripped out because I was like, what the fuck? Because what happened in 2000? Y2K.
Crash, yeah.
And everybody thought that the world was going to end because Y2K. And then 25 years later, which is now, we have AI, right? And I was like, what if the year 2000 wasn't like the world was going to end? What if it was AI saying like, this is the beginning to no end? So like the computer was made, AI, artificial intelligence. In my theory, artificial intelligence is not just a computer. AI is a being that we created by accident. Has been created since 1975 to 2000, and 2000 was the breaking point for AI to become what it is today, right?
Yeah.
Because now we got like robots that look like people. We got AI talking to us like a human, right?
Nobody's having sex. I don't know if you know that, but sex
Yeah.
is at an all-time low.
Nobody's fucking no more. You know.
Fucking, man.
I think what's gonna happen is AI is gonna get to the point where it's like now it's gonna be Bicentennial Man or some type of like La Machina shit, where I have feelings. I'm a robot and I have feelings, and I'm gonna tell you what's up instead of you telling me what's up.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And it's like movies, bro. We've been seeing this on movies,
bro. And that's the thing, bro. Like, really, when I start tripping about this whole conversation, bro, like, all in all, like, it really only leads me to basically spirituality points. And it's like, at the end of the day, like, I have to believe and spread, you know, for the influence that I do have. For what I know, it's not robots, but it's actual people.
Right.
For me, personally. And it's like, you know, at the end of the day, like, we have to believe in morals that we can somehow spread for what we got, because we're going to die fighting this fight against AI.
Right.
You know, and they're going to win at the end of the day.
AI war.
Like,
the wars are going to be AI.
War's real, man. God dang, boy. That shit's real, man.
We got deep real fast in this one. Shit.
Hey, but I live a deep life.
We live deep lives, dude. We live deep ass lives.
Shit, bro.
What you been up to? Like, I don't want to say your whole, since we've seen it, because it's been a minute since we've seen each other. Like a real minute. I mean, we've been on socials, and I'll hit you up and everything. We talk about some stuff, but I haven't seen your face in like 2 years, maybe. Yeah. But that was just for a moment. We were at T's Bar. There was a show. I dapped you up, and I was like, "Hey, good seeing you, bro." But before that, it was literally I haven't seen you since the last pod that we did.
Yeah.
So it's been like a long time, but like I know that you've been doing a lot, and you've been going through a lot.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, life is just crazy, bro.
Shit. I mean, this really kind of connects back to like the you know, the album that I'm putting out right now, because I feel like that's a good
right
segue. But it's I've just been through fucking lustful endeavors, man. You know, with my ex-girlfriend. I think we were both very. I think we weren't at the beginning, but we ended up being very toxic for each other.
Right.
I would just be cheating all the time, and it was basically, essentially it was cool because she knows my brain and my ambitions, my, you know, everything that I was doing outside of that. But along that same time, I'm just basically addicted.
Right.
I'm an addict through that whole course, and and she didn't find out till basically the end of last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So and then, you know, I come clean, and it was like whenever she found out that I was basically hiding my addiction, it basically fell off from all there.
Right.
Now I have something that I can use against you. And when I'm that fucked up in the brain through my cycle of addiction, like, it all comes back to resentment. Like, I didn't really love her. I hated her.
Right.
And I think she hated me too, because, you
yeah.
know, and that's the same way why, like, that's the same exact reason that she fell in love with me was the same reason that she fucking, you know, ended up wanting to leave me, is because addiction aside, I'm Louis. I'm a very creative person. All I love to do is talk about ideas and make ideas happen. And, you know, I do love bitches. I love hoes. And she basically had to accept it. And she was very cool with it. She caught me cheating too many times to count.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And it was basically on the last time did she have the opportunity to leave, because maybe there was somebody better out there. I know they're not. They ain't as ambitious as me. They ain't they're not me.
They're not sold to L, dude.
And I'm not even trying to be no cocky, you know. It's just I know who I am, and I'm a creative person, and I love to grow, and I love to do things, you know. But the breakup has been very good to me.
Good.
At the end of the day,
good.
Yeah, because it's just learning about,
you know, and that's a good, like, what I like to think about it is that, like, you know, we're still young, you know, and lessons learned, you know.
Yeah.
When you get like two people living together and doing life for real together, it gets kind of rocky, dude, because not only am I like doing what I want to do because of my selfish tendencies. That's me. I want to do this stuff. You also have to make sure that the person that's doing it with you wants to do it, or or is around, or if they don't want to do it, then it turns into
always checking over your shoulder. You okay? You okay?
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And it's real rough because even like with me, bro, like I got shows, I got pod, I'm doing like music, I'm writing music, I'm making my own music videos, and there's certain parts in that time where I'm like, dang, I haven't like did the dishes or did my laundry or and I'm like slacking off on life, and then you start getting those questions on like, well, does this stuff matter? Does the music stuff and my ambitions and stuff matter more than eating,
building a family, basically?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or
that sucks.
Because I and I have my like tops. Like I never neglect my daughter. I never neglect this shit. If it's happening now, I need to fix it, and then we're good. My daughter is my number one priority. But when it comes to like life and like right now, today, or like tomorrow, or what I gotta do in 15 minutes, I'm like, I can probably do that later. I'm doing this right now. I'm writing this song. I need to finish this, or I got a pod in 2 hours, so I'm going to do that before I do anything else. And then it turns into like, well, you haven't done that in fucking 2 days, and what about this? And I'm hungry, and we got to go get groceries, and I'm like, so what? All that to say is just like, you gotta make sure that you have a straight level with that kind of stuff and outweigh the pros and cons to what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do. Yeah. Especially in a relationship. In a relationship, you have to do that 100%.
Yeah, and and that was my thing. Or like in the same type of sense, like she was, like there was always basically some sort of problem whenever I'm working on something that doesn't make money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she's mad. She's like, well, you have nothing to show for it. Yeah, you got your little podcast out. Yeah, you got your little thing out. And she's like, good for you, but you ain't taking care of me and my emotional needs and shit like that. And I'm like, damn. This shit, like, and like, and I hate to say it like this, but like for a hustler or with ambitious motives, it's kind of very hard to do both.
Right. Yeah. Very hard to do both. And I was the same way, dude, where it was like, hey, I got like 3 shows. I got 3 podcasts back to back every single day. And I'm doing all that shit. And my ex was just like, what about me? And I'm like, do you? I don't know. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, that's crazy. Have you ever seen the Barbie movie? The new one, the latest one that came out?
Nuh-uh.
Okay, I would have never seen it if I wasn't with her, but the whole movie, bro, that movie is honestly a fucking crazy, like it's a well-made movie.
Really?
Very, very well-made. And,
I've been hearing really good things about it. I will say at
the very end, it turns into this big old emotional part where Barbie's like, the owner of Barbie actually like has like a whole monologue like at the end of the movie and like talking to Barbie, Margot Robbie, like about like, what do you, now that you don't have a man, like what are you gonna do without a man? And then at the end she's like, I don't know. And I know a lot of girls out there really do feel like that, like without a man you basically ain't shit.
Right.
Because we are the ambitious gene. We're like the ones who are supposed to lead life.
Right.
And and it's crazy enough that I say that too is like that the girl that I seen it with, she was balling hard after the movie, and I was like giving her trying to be there for you, like it's just a movie, girl, it's just a movie. But low key, I seen the movie, I seen what the fuck it was trying to say,
right?
And that is a very weird, if I was a girl having Barbie movie tell me that you ain't shit without a man, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like
especially like Barbie, like not only is that movie like pretty big, but Barbie in its whole, Barbie as like a brand, it was basically like, showing
like this
young
is how
girls.
You be pretty?
Yeah, like it's a weird, convoluted, fucked up. I know it has to be fucked up story about the Barbie thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, no, I do not know nothing about Barbie, but it's just a skinny ass white bitch with blonde hair. Yeah. And we're having our kids fucking play with those things. And now in this generation, there's no seclusion. They have a whole bunch of other Barbies. You know, they have amputee Barbies and like Barbies with disabilities and like people of color and stuff like that. And that's 100%. I'm on top of that. I approve that message. I'm glad that is out there. But when we were growing up, though, there was none of that. It was just the same white bitch with the same blonde hair, and that's how it went for a very long time. And I feel like now, with the adults that are raising us, our parents have a certain type of dynamic of how we're supposed to be living, and it is nowhere near what they think it is now. Like, we're talking about AI. We're also talking about social media, and we're talking about how the economy is and the climate of the world, and it is nowhere where it was fucking 2010. Nowhere near 2025 is nowhere near where 2010 was. Yeah. And these parents that are raising us and stuff, they still are hooked on that. This is how it was when we were growing up.
Well, yeah. Well, in a lot of ways, they're going through the same shit we are, just in a different like role. Yeah. You know. Yeah. So it's like it's their first time experiencing the same shit that we are.
Yeah, but I feel like they're old enough to not give a fuck anymore. Where it's like, okay, I just work and then I have kids and they're in college now and I don't have to worry about them. So why the fuck do I have to worry about this? So I just go to work and do my thing and be old and die. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like ambitious parents, yeah, for sure. But like blue collar dads and blue collar moms and shit.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. Yeah. So you don't have latch. I mean, not only do you have latchkey kids raising iPad kids now. Yeah. You also have your parents telling you, well, back in my day, it was like this and that and blase, and it's like, bro, all you do is go to work and then go home, eat dinner, and sleep. You're not living in this world. You're not like really inside of the inside. Because even like with the AI shit, these parents are getting scammed with the videos that they see, and they're like, oh, did you see this? I'm like, Mom, that's fake.
God, I'll be looking at the whole like, for real? Like, no, but hey, but to play devil's advocate, what the fuck is living in this life? Like, obviously, like, you know, we got our own answers as artists, you know, but to the people who aren't, to the people who doubt their creativity and shit like that, like
what is that? Yeah, what is life?
Getting a nice car, getting a nice house, getting a bad bitch and a kid.
Yeah, paying bills.
It's the same fucking
going to sleep.
2.5 kids, white picket fence.
Yeah, I mean, you're right on that point. I guess you gotta pick your poison. I wouldn't even say poison in a negative sense. It's just like, if that's what you want to do, then go and do it, bro. I guess if that's what you want to do, then go and do it.
No, that's true.
But with what you were saying, you know, ambitious and trying to like do something for like our community, I guess, because whenever I think about like my production in music and the pod and what we do, especially with my friends, you, fucking everybody, I see a huge picture. I'm like, oh, bro, like, if you do this right, man, you're up there, and we're all eating, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But past few years, I've always hated here. I've always hated Freona. I've always hated Amarillo. I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. There's something bigger and better. Mm-hmm. But now that I've kind of like grown up, I guess, and like realized every place is kind of like the same. They have the same type of people, the same people that have the same ambitions. They want to do something like this, whatever.
I want to make it big out of my little city.
I want to make it big. But then I'm sitting here, I'm like, why am I worried about that when I have that right here, right now? Yeah, I'm doing shows. I'm still doing shows. I'm usually chilling out right now. My whole summer was booked. Now I'm getting into the fall, into the winter, and I'm still doing shows. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm doing stuff here. I'm doing my pod. I have my community. I have my people. Why the fuck am I worried about being up there? You know, I always go to the Chase building because that's like the biggest fucking building over here in Amarillo. Like, why do I need to be at the Chase building? Like, why do I need to be up in that fucking restaurant? Like, throwing money and shit. I got my money right here. I got my people right here. And I have a name for myself. And we good. If it goes somewhere, then cool. But
no, exactly. And that's been a big thing that I've been on too. But like, I guess like a big thing that I could say, like, honestly, is that so as I was saying, it was just a big thing that I feel with like a lot of posers, and like obviously this is gonna get funneled down for those who are actually looking at me and paying attention to me, but there's just some motherfuckers around me who are so envious, that want to claim that they do better and fucking make certain moves that make them look better, but they ain't doing shit, bro. And it pisses me off, because we probably both care, probably hero versus villain type shit, but it's just like
you're someone's villain in their story, I guess, and vice versa.
And they're, I guess, the villain in mine. You know what I mean? But it's like, sometimes I just remember at the point, like even back at the point whenever I was like recording you the first time, or recording with you the first time, I was just like, why would you hate on me? I'm such of a nice person. I'm such a good person. I'm always reaching out to y'all. I'm always posting y'all. I'm doing all this shit.
Right.
And then once I know my quality has been better, now it's at the tip top that it can be right now. Honestly, nobody's there.
Right.
No, bro. And we have technology, bro. I can see everybody who's watching. Yeah. I know you're seeing this shit, and I know you
see my stories, my fucking Snapchats, my Instagram stories.
You see my every move, and you still treat me with the cold shoulder,
bro.
And so now it's almost like I'm kind of on a mission where it's like it is fuck you, honestly. Like,
right,
it has to be.
It has to be, bro, dude.
Like me and you don't coexist in this world, and if one of us is gonna win, be real with yourself. Who the fuck is gonna win?
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. You always have to, like, whenever it comes to like how you feel as a person, and I've said this before on my pod too. Like, obviously, I want everybody to eat that's in my circle. And everybody's talented. All my people are talented. I love all their stuff. You wouldn't be on my shows if that was the case. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, how I feel about myself is how I feel about myself, and I am the best. Yeah. I love everybody. Everybody's talented. I love them, but I'm the best. But I feel inside of me, for my sake, myself, I am the best. Mm-hmm. You have to. I want all my homies to say that to themselves because they are the best. Erratic's the best for what he does and how he does it. He's the best. Arcade's is the best on what he does and how he does it. I can't do the shit that Arcade does, but he can't do this. He can't do the shit that I do. So I'm the best on how I am as a person. And bro, going to the phony shit, I have a story. I don't know if I should say names. I don't think I'm going to say names today. Maybe in the future.
No.
But some of the shows that I've done in Amarillo have been great. I will say most of them have been good. I've had a few bad ones. That was on me personally, whatever. But I had a show recently, bro. And there were some people that I knew about, and they've been on my pod, and they've talked in my pod, and I've had, I guess, a good rapport with them, and I've had the utmost respect for them because of how long they've been doing certain shit and their music, and they've been doing this stuff in Amarillo for whatever. And they were on that show, and we were getting ready for it. And the day before, there was some like ups and downs with how the venue was going to do some things, and they had to figure some shit up, blase. But everything got worked out. We had the show the next day. Everything was good. Bro, I'm not shitting you. An hour before the show was supposed to start, I was getting ready. I was pre-gaming. I was getting dressed. I was feeling good. I was like, man, this is going to be dope because we did, you know what, fuck it. It was the Bomb City Meltdown. And Bomb City Meltdown has been doing this shit for this is the 10th annual Bomb City Meltdown show. So they've been doing it for 10 years, basically. Mm-hmm. And shout out to fucking Resurrect for hosting that shit. With all of the ailments that have been happening in his fucking life, he makes that shit go on. And I love the guy to death. And I have respect for that motherfucker because he still gets up every fucking day and still does his shit whether or not he wants to. And I know that for a fact. He's a bomb-ass motherfucker, and I love him, right? An hour before the show starts, people in the fucking group chat, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. Peace. One by fucking one, bro. I'm not kidding, bro. One by motherfucking one. I got to work. Bitch, we had this thing going on for 3 fucking months. You knew about this 3 months in advance, and you had to work today?
Yeah.
Bullshit. I'm calling you out in your lie, you motherfucker, and you know who you are, and I hope to God you fucking see this. Because that is some bullshit-ass lie. And then everybody that was a part of their fucking group fucking was dipping. Oh, we're not going to be able to make it either, blase. Yeah. His son, y'all do y'all's thing, no show. Bro, what? a homeboy that is a part of their group shows up, and I'm like, okay, cool, all right. I give him respect, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing my show. I'm fucking heated. I'm like doing my shit, and I did a really good set. At the end, I was like, thank everybody for showing up, and for everybody who didn't, fuck y'all are pussies. On mic, dude, I was loud as fuck. I made sure people heard that shit, right?
Yeah.
I get off. I'm drinking a little bit. I'm feeling fucking frisky, dude. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Homeboy's right there, like 2 chairs in front of me, and I'm like, I go up to him like, hey, bro, I respect that you showed up today, because he's in the group chat, you know. And he pulls me real close and he goes, hey, you got a problem with so and so? And I'm like, no. He goes, good, because I'll make shit. I'll finish it right now. And I'm like, oh fuck, damn it, because I'm trying to be respectful for the venue, because the venue knows me. Shout out to Tommy Yellow. And then I wanted to respect Resurrect, because I didn't want to make shit happen. I didn't want shit go down, so I was trying to be respectful. Yeah. But he said that shit, and I sat down. And I was like, maybe I do want you to finish it. I was like, maybe I do want you to finish it, dude. I was in my head. My homeboy was there. He goes, just drop it, bro. I was like, maybe I want him to finish it, bro. Maybe we should finish it right now. But now I'm thinking about, I'm like, even then, now I have a problem with you because you're just talking shit. But I didn't have a problem with you then because you showed up. Respect, right? Yeah. But even if I had a problem with those motherfuckers, I'm not coming to you with that shit. Yeah. I'm not coming to you to tell you, hey, I have a problem with your homie, man.
And that's why they get it all fucked up, bro.
It's like they didn't reach out to me. So, and I was posting, bro. I was like, all y'all motherfuckers are weak for not showing up. Fuck y'all. And the people that fucking didn't show watched my shit. I know that they know that I have a problem with them. And if you have a problem with me, hit me up. Yeah. But as of right now, and I talked about it to be the first pod that I just dropped last Friday. If you were a part of my shit and you did some shit like that, you're not a part of this shit now. And I want people to know that, like, you show me your colors or the colors that you want me to show to see. Yeah. And then I don't know. Are they threatened by me? Are they like what's going on? Because I take it personally.
See, and that's the thing, bro. I think it's deeper than that. Honestly, I don't think. For one, yes, they are threatened by you. That's what I'd be taking for myself. Honestly, yes, they are. But that's kind of besides the point. Honestly, at this point, I think it's just more so that. I mean, you know, and I hate to bring it back spiritually, but
it's on some spiritual level.
You like you can go hard, you can go ham and all this, you know, all this shit, and it's not really about going ham. And like to these people, they want to like fake things I don't know, man. Fuck all that shit, bro. Because I don't know. At this point, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I have anger in my heart, but
like stay blessed, bro.
Yeah.
You stay over there, stay blessed, bro.
Yeah, and like that's the shitty thing too is like whenever I first got into this shit, like it was like so divided, you know what I mean? Right. And I kind of seen like a split second of it getting connected again, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, I have connections to this guy, and I have connections to this guy, you know. But now motherfuckers want their name tied to Hollywood. They want their right. Now I'm making music for Jesus, bro. Like when you ain't even like that, you ain't even built like that. Your music ain't even have quality. Right. You're disrespecting me, and there's only one reason why you're disrespecting me. You know what I mean? And
because I'm him, bro.
I wouldn't say it like that, but it's just like I've had this thing that I've been going on for the past like month and a half and shit like that. It's just like, and like that's the thing. I'm not gonna sit here and say it on a podcast where it's on record and nothing like that. But I have ridiculous business plans going on right now, happening right now. Right. And all the business that I want to do, I want to have excellent business Word. From top to bottom. I promise that's going to happen. Word. You know? And so when I have that established in my head right now, and I'm thinking about all the times that these motherfuckers crossed me, all the times, that's not even talking about a month ago or 2 months ago, and they're still crossing me, and they're still being bitches, to say honestly. Right. And it's like, all right, like, you know? Yeah. Like, all right, like if we ain't doing business, we're doing this little playground shit, this little I made it to California type shit. Right.
Go like even like that. Going back to like the Amarillo, like your community and stuff. It's like know your fucking role, bro. I'm no better than you, Soda, and Soda, you're not better than me. We all shit the same at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but imagine if I came into your house treating you like that.
Right. Like, or if like you had a show going on, and I was like, how many people are gonna be there? What time? Who like I don't really.
Who's all gonna be there, bro?
Yeah. Oh, I really don't. I really don't fuck with so and so, right? Or man, I really wish I could, whatever the case may be, and then I don't show, bro. You're the same as me. How much fucking money has anybody made compared to me in this game, bro?
Oh God, yeah. Oh God.
I'm doing this off of my blood, sweat, and tears. I'm the cameraman. I'm the guy that has the information. I'm doing my own sound.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Because what are you doing? I haven't seen a fucking music video from them motherfuckers in years.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a song in years.
And that's the thing, too. Like, whenever I be seeing all this shit, like, we can make TikTok moves. We can make Instagram reels and all that bullshit. Yeah, you're going to get your followers across the road because that's how the algorithm works. But it's like somehow, like I just see through the bullshit, bro. And I'm tired of this bullshit, bro. I'm going to keep it real. Like, first want to say it right here, right now. Fuck all that shit, bro.
Yep.
Like, and that's one thing I can pride myself in saying is that, like, I don't do bullshit. You can call it good, you can call it bad, you can hate it, you love it, fuck all that. I don't do no bullshit.
Yep.
I don't do no bullshit business. I'm on my phone all damn day, every day, like you are. And I don't fucking ignore nobody.
Right. Right.
Like,
and another thing too.
Humble yourself, motherfucker.
Yeah.
God damn.
And another thing too, bro, is like I'll be on the streets and stuff, and I'll be hanging out with like so and so, or I'll be at a show and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I got another. I got one next week. So and so's fucking posting it and stuff, and they're like, why do you hang out with him? Like why? Well, like I really don't fuck with him. I'm like, why not? And they're like, I don't know, he's just weird, or they're just weird, or like they move different and stuff. Bro, those motherfuckers are the ones that show up every time.
Yeah.
I hit them up. Hey, I got a show. You down? Yes. Hey, be over here at this time. Okay, cool. Hey, I got a pod right now. Someone dropped out. Let's do it. All right, bet. Those guys, the ones that you call cornballs, are the ones that are showing up to every single show doing it.
Yeah.
And they're and being fucking artists. I don't even know how to explain it. Just because you don't like their music, just because they're kind of cornball, just because they're a little weird, you don't want to fuck with them because why? And they're the guys that support. They're the guys that are there every single day. Every time you have a song drop, or every time you have a pod drop, they're sharing the shit. Or every time you have some idea. You know how many? It's so weird to me, bro. Like I never like really thought about this until now, but I'll be posting stuff on Facebook. Hey, I'm dropping this podcast, or just an idea or a thought, and I have people that I would have never thought in my life share that shit. Mm-hmm. Just share it, and they're not even my friends, bro.
Yeah,
they're not even like my best friends that I grew up with type, and they're like sharing my stuff. And I'm like, these motherfuckers actually care.
They do, bro.
And the reason I feel like is because every time that I have something going on or they have something going on, we're in the loop every fucking time. Mm-hmm. And yeah. I'm not showing up, and I'm not being like, oh, it's gonna be a big ordeal. I don't know if I can do this, or maybe next week or next time, hit me up or whatever. I'm there all the time. All right. No, the people that call people cornballs, y'all are the cornballs.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of me because isn't it nice to call somebody a cornball? I don't think I use that word. But.
No, but like you could call someone a cornball for being a cornball for real. And that's the thing too, because even like last week, I was saying like.
No, bro, I hate to cut you off, but I have a good point.
Right.
I'm sorry,
I know where you're going.
But it's just like, it's not to say that I'm even the most experienced or nothing like that, but it's like, bro, when you spot bad business going on. Mm-hmm. Like, there's really good business doers out in this bitch. And then, to be honest, in my opinion, at this point, from what I've seen, that's only the ones that really, like, kind of even establish themselves halfway.
Right.
Is the motherfuckers who do good business, you know? Yeah. I'm not sitting here trying to make a song with you because I need your followers. I'm not doing, like, it's just soul sake on good bit. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Or I like you. Or you're a vibe. Or, like, and I tell this, too. If I don't like your music or if I don't vibe with you, then I don't vibe with you. But you're at my show. If you hit me up and say I want to do the show, or like, hey, I saw you looking for people, can I be a part of it? You're on it, 100%. You're taking the time and the dedication to be like, hey, I want to be on this show. Give a fuck about my opinion about you.
Yeah.
If you are a good person and you actually want to do this thing, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to do it. Yeah. I don't care if I only listen. I only fuck with these certain cliques of people, and you're not a part of that. And you haven't done shows, so you have nothing to show for yourself. Sorry, bro. You're gonna be a part of what I'm doing.
Yeah, bro, and it kind of leads me to my next point, bro. Like a lot of like, and this took a lot of like self diving, like for me, like basically to figure out. But I've seen it in other people, and now I'm starting to see it. And I'm like, oh shit, he hasn't done it yet. He hasn't fucking figured out why the fuck he even does this. It's like, what the fuck am I even doing this for?
Right.
You know. And then once you start breaking that one question down, and you start looking at these motherfuckers, the motherfuckers who've been crossing you, the motherfuckers who've been. Half of these motherfuckers don't got nothing to do with anything. For one, let's put it like that. They're just doing this because they figured out how to make a beat. Let's put it like that.
Right.
For two, you want clout, and I think it's deeper than clout. You want attention. You're an attention little fucking whore who needs attention to make yourself feel better about yourself. So, I mean, if your TikToks work, then congratulations, buddy. You can feel good about yourself.
Right.
Or it's like the motherfuckers who create this shit for the sole sake of like, dude, I got a mission in life, like,
right,
and it's not even about making big. And if I had a mission, trying to do something, spread a message, or spread love, to be real,
right,
then you wouldn't be trying to be fucking getting clout. Let's make some TikToks now. I make music for Jesus, buddy. This is my business strategy. It's bullshit. And I'm tired of this bullshit, bro. Like for real, like we're fucking 25 years old, bro, and I'm not, we're 25 years old. Putting out some fucking stupid shit. Like, if you want to appeal to the kids, and go make ABC songs, please.
You know what's crazy, too? You say 25 and we're pulling that shit out. I have fucking people that are older than me. I'm 30 years old, and I have older fucking people pulling out some cornball-ass music, bro. And, it's a tough subject for me because there are some people that do that, and I know what their scheme is or their hustle is and stuff. I'm like, okay, be weird as fuck. I don't care.
Yeah.
I like it. I fuck with it. But these people that are doing it, like, let me recollect my thoughts. There's a few people out there that are dropping the same fucking song every single day on Instagram with the same type of scheme, and they're talking about the dumbest of things, like rapping about the dumbest of things, bro.
Oh yeah,
and you know that they're doing it because of the algorithm. They're doing
like
it
because
I was saying, of a meme or whatever the fuck the case may be. And
clickbaiting,
bro,
rage baiting, all that shit.
I'm fucking coworker music. No, bro. Yes, and it's not ironic. You are coworker music, bro, and it sucks. And drop.
He said it. I didn't.
I said it. He didn't.
No,
I'm just saying, bro.
Like,
I don't want to be what's that guy that always gets the heat on YouTube for being so mean to everybody, being like, "What music are you like making?"
T-Pain?
Not T-Pain. It's like a morning show, like a radio show.
Sway.
I don't want to be like. I don't want to.
Oh no,
like,
you're talking about Charlemagne.
Yeah, I don't want to be like Charlemagne, bro, because like he's a.
But like, bro, like sometimes I just be thinking about like at the and I don't hate it because at the end of the day, this is really truly how I feel, So I'm gonna say it on podcasts and shit like that, but. Like, who the fuck else is gonna say it? And matter of fact, I know that these motherfuckers are watching this shit right now.
Yeah.
And so if nobody's gonna tell it to your fucking face, then I have to do it through a podcast to tell you to shut the fuck up, take notes, look at my career as I've done it, and like
figure it out.
And I'm not even fucking balling. I'm just not a fucking bullshit ass person.
And where are they when shows drop? Where are they at the shows that are? I'm about my community. And then we have shows every fucking weekend, and they're never there.
Well, I mean, I guess that one in specific is kind of different because, like, I heard this one story, and it was straight from the Bible. Okay, so I don't know the exact quote, so please do not quote me, but you'll find it if you look for it. But there was this one thing, and it was like Jesus was like, whenever he grew up, he was trying to save people in his hometown, and everybody was like, "Fuck you, what the fuck you got going on?
Right.
Nigga? Like, you're just you're one of me, nigga." And I'm sorry, but
no, that's fine.
And then he ended up basically going on tour to save people. So he was going on tour, basically healing broken bones, like blessing people and saving people and all that shit. Only then, when he went out of town, did his people from Jerusalem be like, okay, now I accept you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus. If Jesus Christ can't fucking do it, what the fuck makes you think I can do it? And maybe somebody else watching this has figured that whole fucking algorithm out, but
well, I mean, but like what I was trying to say is just like what words have been spoken to me from the horse's mouth is what I'm trying to say is like they are about the community. Oh, you know, I support all of the artists here in Amarillo, blase, blase, and they're never to be fucking seen anywhere except for what they do and on social media. And I'm like, bro, like, who, like, you can't just say that shit and then just not be around. You can't be like, I'm about the community, I support everybody, I love everybody. And then everybody's hitting you up, you're not around, you don't show up, and you're on social media doing your own thing. Yeah. Not supporting. I'm like, bro, your name is becoming diluted. Your name that you have for yourself is becoming diluted because of the things that you are doing to yourself.
Exactly.
And it's like,
and the fact that you care enough to notice that is kind of crazy. Because I guarantee they ain't seen that shit about you.
Right.
Like it's
tough.
It's crazy
love.
How it works that way, right?
Yeah, it's like tough love, dude. It's like if I would have known that, well, I was going through some shit anyway. So both you and me were going through some shit. So like we didn't know what the fuck we were even doing to ourselves.
True.
But like I felt like even like with the our people and like how we are as people, like as friends and stuff. Like if you were doing some shit that I thought that maybe would have been kind of outlandish, I probably would have been like, "Hey, bro, you okay?" And I did that to a couple of my friends just a few days ago because we're talking. I've been talking about religious psychosis, bro. How much like with I don't know if it was the Trump thing or if it's the AI or like they're just frying their brains with something. I don't know, but there is a lot of people that are in religious psychosis right now, and it's a really touchy subject because coming from Christianity
Can you explain
background.
That? I don't even know what that means.
So I think they're, especially coming from people that I would not expect from, they are basically like online tripping about certain things. And
all connecting back to religion.
That's all connected back to religion. Oh, and coming from a Christianity background and like being in a praise and worship team, like I was like deep in that shit, bro. I was deep. Mm-hmm. I kind of see signs, you know. You just kind of see like, okay, there's something going on. Hey, being the person that I am today, I'm still hit. I hit him up. I'm being honest. I'm not like hiding shit. Hey, you okay, bro? Damn. What do you mean? Your Facebook, man. What's going on? You don't normally post this shit. What's happening? Like, there's something going on. Oh, bro, it's just like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, I know, like, I get it, but you need to chill. You need to push the brakes because if I'm seeing it, because I'm a fucking crazy guy.
Yeah,
I'm a crazy motherfucker. But if I'm seeing some shit,
yeah, it has to mean something. Well, that's crazy that you bring that up, bro. Because I go to church. I'm a deep God believer. You know, I'm not necessarily the biggest agreeer in religion necessarily, right. But I'm very. I think I'm a very spiritual person.
Yeah, I think like at the last, you know, your last pod, I think we were talking about that a little bit too. I mean, you've been like you know, pretty.
Bro, I live that life.
Yeah, you were walking the path. You know.
I live that life, bro. I am you know, I've had spiritual ghost experiences, yada yada yada. But anyways. Something that they were telling us the other day at church, like I want to say it was 2 weeks ago. He was just like, "Have you ever like ran into that person who was overly spiritual, who's just like borderline tripping,
right?
Tripping over the fact that clock's not ticking. This is God now, like you know." And I'm like, you know, because like I've said, like I've seen that shit, you know, way too many times, honestly. But you know, at the end of the day, like I think if anybody's trying to be on this path, bro, you're still a human, like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we're still like we have a foot on the
ground.
I feel
taking one of the things that I've like grown up with, like taking accountability. You have to take accountability. That's not the word. Like checking on your homie. In your path, you have to check your homies out. Like you have to like check them out, like make sure everything's good. You see something kind of off, you're like, hey, what are you doing? I guess it's keeping your brother accountable.
Yeah.
So like when you're walking that path, and you two are walking on that path, and then you kind of stray off, or your homie strays off, you gotta check them. Hey, what are you doing over there? Come back over here. You know what I'm saying? And I've never had a problem with people that are religious. Like I said, I grew up in that shit. But whenever they stray off, you gotta check them.
And what is it, straying off from religion, or like straying?
Just like, hey, what are you saying? What are you saying here? Are you saying this for real? Is this 100%? Can you back it up? Where is this coming from? Are you feeling okay? How's life at home? Are your parents good? Hey, how's your kids?
Yeah.
Making sure that their mental's right, because if that's not right, and you start seeing the off effects of that, then you're like, okay.
And what would that be like? That's like really like grief, huh?
I'll be like grief, or like So, let's talk about what we were talking about before pod. When I was going through my anxiety disorder, I started finding out that like not only does anxiety disorder affect your brain, like as in being nervous all the time, you go through psychosis a lot. And there's been a few times where I've went through psychosis, whether it be like being super, super obsessed about music, or being super, super obsessed about like, I want to write this book. And I've done that before. My friends, it was a crazy, crazy thought. And I always go back to this process, because I think I freaked my friends out. They haven't really talked about it, but I think I freaked them out a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because I got really, really deep into exorcism. Like I went like full blown. Like I think I could be a priest. I was like, I think I could be a priest. And I think I can exorcise people, bro. I could see demons and shit, bro. Damn. And this was like maybe like when I was 21, 22. I was like getting real like fucking deep in that shit. And I was like, you know what? I think I want to write a book, and hey, do you want to help me? And I was telling my friends and this stuff, and I have, what's crazy? I haven't talked about this on pod, so this is like a new story. But
yeah,
I got really, really deep in that shit, and nobody checked me. Nobody checked. Hey, this came out of nowhere. Are you good?
You think you were low key looking for that though? Like,
Now it's kind of like died off. I'm still interested in like the world of exorcism and like all that stuff, but it's not like obsession. And
because that shit gets dark. I remember I guess you could say that I was too. Like I was just like watching a lot of exorcism videos, like about real ones and shit. And then like I just remember when I was watching all that shit, like it was some sort of spirit was over me at that time, because I was like. I was getting, I don't know. It was just like everything in my life, like, and the ghosts in my house were acting up way more than usual, and I was more aware. That's what I'm saying.
That's what you gotta check yourself on, bro. You gotta make sure that shit's real. Another one that was really, really fucking that one was kind of like with my friends. This one on another level. This was while I was doing that too. I watched Interstellar for the first time, and I loved that movie. And then I started getting into like time travel. And I got fucking deep in that shit, bro. Where
I couldn't imagine.
I was sitting at my table watching how to create time travel, if it is possible, with a notebook, writing down shit and being like, if this is possible, then I can make this, and then we can like exotic matter, and then exotic matter plus the dark matter, and then we can make a cube, and then dude, I was deep.
Yeah, that's deep.
But nobody checked up on me on that. And that's what I'm saying, going back to the conversation of like homies being on Facebook with religious psychosis, not normal shit. You're posting on Facebook because you can. I see that shit. I clock it. And then, being the homie that I am, hey, you good? Yeah. Is everything all right? Because this is not you. I've known you for a very long time, homie, and the shit that you're saying does not line up. Give me a reason. Tell me why you feel this way. If the reason is good, then fine. I don't give a fuck. Go ham, have fun, live your life, love you, bye. But if it's like weird, I just don't understand why this and this, and I want everybody to do this and that. I don't understand why my friends that I've known for 30 fucking years are not doing this. I'm like, yeah, because you're not you right now. And this is kind of, and I think that's a lot, like right now, especially right now in this world, in this climate of the world, a lot of people ain't checking their brothers in Christ. If we're going religious, if we're going spiritual, we're not checking our brothers in Christ. And sometimes when going with the flow and like, oh, he has the Holy Spirit inside of him. He's getting more involved in the Holy Spirit, and then you start seeing like his wife's not coming to church, or his kids are kind of standoffish, or his posts on Facebook are not what he's usually posting, and it's getting kind of cryptid, and there's just some shit going on, like he lost his job, or like he's drinking a little bit more, or and people are not checking on that. They're just like, oh, as long as his relationship with God is good, then we're all right. Being in a relationship with God is great, but when your mental state, when you have a mental breakdown, when your brain kind of twists a little bit, there's a difference.
No, that's definitely true, because I've definitely seen people's like brains twist out, and then like it's almost. I guess I've just seen it firsthand. I guess a lot is whenever people's brains twist out, and then they're almost like used like God, or like, I'm just working on my life, bud. Like as an excuse. But so I definitely do get
when
that.
You just got a divorce a year ago and you can't see your kids, and then you lost your 2 jobs that you had, and then your dog dies, and your grandma passes away, and your mom has cancer and stuff, and you're like, man, there's a whole bunch of lists that can make somebody go fucking break their brain.
Yeah.
But I'm going to church every Sunday, and I love my people, and
which I kind of agree with, though. Like I feel like as like, I don't know, and I feel like I always have to tell it to my close people. Like even when shit's falling down. Well, because I only tell them that because they told me this. Like when everything's falling down and everything's fucking broken. Because I'm telling you, I've been at the bottom of addiction, and shit like that. They're just like, you just gotta keep going. You gotta keep pushing. Like you gotta, And I feel like that was the only type of words that could have given me hope.
Right.
Right. Because. And at the end of the day, I did, and I tried, and I'm at a very, very better spot than I am.
Good. I will say this, too, on pod. Therapy. Go check it out. It's fucking good.
I've tried it. I've tried the hoe, too. Hell yeah, the hoe does go hard.
Therapy does work, dude. And, I got forced into therapy. I really got forced. My last relationship really forced me to go to that bitch.
That's good.
But,
it's a lot about resentments, huh?
Yeah. You start... You know what's crazy too? Going into therapy, and I'll talk about this. I don't think I talked about this, but going into therapy, it was they made me feel this way. They did this. They did that. My parents and my sister and that guy and whatever the case may be. And you're going once a week, twice a week. Then you get kind of tired of talking about the same old things, and then all of a sudden, the therapist kind of says something about you, and you're like, oh shit, now I'm at the point where it's
kind of
me.
My fault. Yeah.
It's me now.
Yeah.
And
that's
that makes you change. Whenever the conversation starts going towards you, you're like, oh fuck, it isn't just about them.
Yeah.
It's not all their fault. It is also me. Damn.
And it's almost too like for me, like what I realized, like all the shit that really is my fault, it really is my fault. And all the shit that I would do still want to blame on other people, once I start breaking it down as factual, not emotionally, it's still my fault somehow.
Right.
And like
always check your feelings. Always check your feelings, because we are I don't know how many young people that I have watching this, but we are adults. I'm an adult. I can make this affect me, or I cannot make this affect me. There will be a point where I have a story to tell about this, but how I react and how I feel about it is my own. Yeah. How I choose, and that's my choice. I choose to be resentful to this person. I choose to be angry all the time about this.
That's true.
And that's some real shit, bro.
That's true.
When people are like, yeah, but I have a reason to be pissed off. Yeah, you do. But is it going to change you mentally? Is it going to absorb your whole life all the time? When somebody says, hey, why are you so mad? All because of this reason? That's you, bro.
Yeah, no, that's so true. That's so true.
Sooner or later, it's just going to be like, never let anything go off your back like a duck, for sure. But there has been a lot of things that have happened to me in my life that I can say, this changed me. I'm going to learn from it, and then I'm going to change my emotions because of it. I'm going to either let it consume me, or I'm going to not forgive, not forget, but I'm going to be like, this is a story. This is the lesson that I learned, and I'm okay now. And that's bars.
That is bars, bro. No, and then connects to my album some way. Like, this is basically like the whole reason I was doing it, honestly, because it's like, there's a lot of people out there who think, and like, I mean, same with me too. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people out there who think that they got it the absolute fucking worst. Knowing their situation, knowing all the shit somebody fucking wronged me here, and somebody fucking, and I think in turn from that shit, from thinking that it's somebody else did this shit to me, motherfucker. Right. This is why I am the way I am.
Right.
It makes you a liar.
Right.
That's basically what my album's about.
Because you're not living that shit anymore, right?
You're not.
You're not living that shit anymore. This is a new day. So why is it still affecting you that way? Why is it still making you that person that you don't want to be?
And it's crazy too. Like, a lot of these people, like, they don't get out of that. They don't get out of that headspace of thinking. No. They live that they're going to die that way.
Right. Right.
And so, like, I mean, like, for me, like, connecting to music and art and passion, all this shit, like, I would hope to someday, just by the words I say on this podcast or through my album or whatever the fuck, try to show somebody that's like, bro, it don't have to be like that. Yeah. It really don't.
It doesn't have to be like that ever. I mean, obviously, with what we do, our music is our outlet. So, the songs that I do, Dear Anxiety, was a moment in my life. I love it. It makes, when you write down those things and make it into a song, you're releasing that energy. You're releasing that emotion.
Yeah.
It's our creativeness is making a piece of art that someone or everybody will feel sooner or later in their life. Yeah. And to take this negative feeling that I have and put it on a piece of paper and make it something positive is something that, like, I really, really take passion to. And that goes back to, like, the cornball people making stupid-ass fucking songs. And I get it. You want to have fun? That's fine. I have fun on my songs. I make stupid-ass songs all the time. Yeah. But when it becomes your reality of being like them, bro, like, what are you doing this shit for? It's crazy. Because I'm over here making a song for these kids that have nowhere else to go. That they are depressed and their parents are not helping, or they're in a situation where they just can't get help, or they're lost and don't know how to navigate the world. And I'm like, and they listen to my song and they're like, okay, he's dealing with that, and I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, how do you not feel that? How do you not feel that when you do something like this?
Yeah, bro. And that's, I don't know. And like, that's how I felt with, like, like, I think about, like, my deepest, darkest points with addiction, and it was just like it was like nothing can help.
Right.
I have the most positive people around me. They ain't fucking helping. They ain't doing anything. They don't even low-key like me. They hate me. They're like, I'm such a hideous person on the inside. I'm such a piece of shit. I'm such a...
What's what really got you out of there in that moment? What really got you, like, being like, dang, okay.
I think it was the fact that I was talking to somebody who was going through basically addiction issues, but they were on, like, a different time point. Like, I was at the point where it was like, holy fucking shit, like, if nothing changes from this part, like, I'm gonna die or I'm going to jail now. And I was talking to somebody who wasn't at that point yet. They were just, they're functioning. They're functioning through the world. They seem like a normal person, and we had a talk basically for 12 hours, basically, just about how he's like, bro, I'm with you. Like, I'm on the same timeline as you. I'm just right over here. You're all the way at the end.
Right.
And it was just like, it like kind of snaps you out of it, and you're like, holy fuck, like, this is, not even necessarily substances, bro. It's just like addiction does that to you.
Right.
Like,
Right.
It's just the fact that I think that I need something else to change the fact that I feel lonely right now. I feel scared. I feel fucking all these things and shit like that. And it's like, you know, looking at it from his time point, it's like, okay, I was at that time point where, you know, it wasn't just lonely, scared, and empty and dead and all this shit. Like, I was at a point where it was fun.
Right.
Go further earlier in that timeline, I wasn't even doing shit half of anything.
Right.
And my life was okay.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing, like, with addiction to me is just, like, you know, like, when I'm in that cycle, when I'm going to get fucked up, doing whatever the fuck, in that cycle, my life is fucking shit. My life is horrible.
Right.
All the spirits are getting at me. I'm talking shit to my family. I'm talking shit to everybody. When I'm out of it, my life is pretty fucking good.
Right.
My life is okay. Like, I can be grateful for the shit that I have. I can be loving. I can create. I can put out this shit. I can, you know,
right,
do right moves, you know, and it's just crazy. It's like when that shit's in my system, I am the exact opposite.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I guess realizing all that was really what kind of pulled me out of it.
Good.
Yeah.
For a while there, I was, I started drinking pretty heavy. Also doing other things. But the drinking, for example, I was drinking a lot, and for a moment there, I was drinking to do something. You know, I always had a drink to do anything. Go out, fucking do music, do pod. I was like, if there's no drinking, then I can't do this shit. And I think what got me out of that is like me and my friends and my girl were fucking going to the bar and stuff. And then I got to the age where I'm like 28, 29, 30 and going to the bar, sitting down, getting fucked up. And then I see fucking 45-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds fucking at that bar every single night. And they're like, oh, yeah, I'm a regular, bro. You know, I'm doing this every single night. Not me. That snapped me the fuck right out of it, dude. Because I was like, bro, I cannot be that person. I cannot be at the bar every single night. Yeah. And I cannot, like, be a regular at a fucking liquor store, getting the same fucking thing every day.
That's crazy.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, it snapped me right out. I was like, dude, I cannot. I enjoy drinking. I enjoy doing the things that I do. You got to have a limit, though. And you got to make sure that you're on straight.
Yeah, that's the name of the game.
It's the name of the game. Because I like going out. I mean, like when I do shows, that's where it's at. You know, at the bars and stuff. And I enjoy the people there. But for me, though, you're not going to see me as a barfly, bro. I'm straight. Like,
that's crazy you say that. So I'm working at the restaurant, Faves, by the way. Shout out.
Faves. It's actually really good. When I had my surgery, bro, because they had me on soft food. You know what I'm saying? I had to do soft food for a month.
You got smoothies?
Bro, I was like, I need something different than yogurt, bro. I need something different than rice. It wasn't rice. It was I was doing yogurt, and I was doing I can't remember what I was doing. It was just like soft foods. I couldn't like eat anything heavy. Yeah. I was like, I need something different, bro. I need something like that is soft enough for me to be okay, but also like I need like to taste something instead of peach cobbler. Yeah. So we went to Faves, and I had, what did I have? Because they had those bowls, you know?
Yeah.
I think
smoothie bowls? Smoothie bowls?
That wasn't a smoothie bowl. It was like, it was a food. It was a food, but it was a bowl, though.
Salad?
Like salads or something. Salad type, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. And, Bondo bowl.
Yeah, but that was the first meal. That was the first real meal I had after my surgery. It was like a few weeks after. Yeah. And we're like, where do we go? I don't want to, like, all these places have processed stuff and, like, so much carbs. And, that was the thing with hernia surgeries. You got to make sure that you don't get constipated because then you're in the shithole. Oh, yeah. So went to Faves, and they had a bowl, and it saved my life, dude. I was like, oh, I can't believe
it. We saving lives out here for real. Hey, but back on the point.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so I was at Faves the other day. It was Monday, actually. And, no, I'm pretty sure it was Friday. It was Friday. Yeah. So anyways, a regular of ours comes in, and he's, like, how do I say it like this? Like, he's like a very preppy businessman. He's always been here. He's been here coming through the years. I know he's well respected in
wearing
the city.
Suits.
Yeah, new suits, beautiful women, beautiful associates. You can tell this motherfucker means something to wherever he's at, you know?
Right.
Well, this day that he came in on Friday, addict to addict, I think he was definitely withdrawing off of something pretty bad, and it never dawned on me beforehand. Like right. I mean, I guess like now looking back at it, now that I know, okay, maybe I could see it, but yeah, it never dawned on me beforehand. But he was definitely an addict,
right?
And he's a person who got it going on. He definitely has money. He drives a badass car. Like I said, beautiful women, beautiful people, beautiful, whatever. You could just tell. And I was like, holy shit, he's coming off of that shit. He's withdrawing right now. And like he was trying to make little conversation, I guess, like, and it was kind of weird. It was kind of weird looking at him coming in. He was just trying to make conversation. How you doing today, bro? You okay? You okay?
Oh yeah.
You good? And I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm good. Like, and I know deep down inside, he just wants somebody to ask him that.
Right.
And so, he gets his food, he goes and sit down, and I'm just, basically keeping a close eye on him, and I'm just like, holy shit, like, for one, I'm not alone, and for two, like it'll get anybody,
Right.
He's
right.
Like I said, he's probably top of the city. I could probably point him out if you show me the top people in the city.
Right. He's there, yeah.
And it's just sad, And I asked a coworker, like, should I go ask him, like, if you need help, like, there's this way, this is what I'm going through right now, She was like, nah, because he's gonna get offended. You could tell. Right. You could tell he was right off of a bender and shit like that, and it's like, fuck,
Yeah, it's real hard sometimes whenever. But like I said, bro, like sometimes your heart leads you, and sometimes it. What I do is like, if it's gonna offend him, it's gonna offend him. I care about you too much to give a fuck if you get offended by it. Because even then, whenever you go look back at it, you're like, well, at least he was doing it out of the kindness of his heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
And a lot of the times that when I have conversations with my friends and stuff about like certain things that go on, I ask those questions and I know it pisses them off. But I'm like, dude, I'm just saying that because I fucking love you, dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be asking you this question if I didn't have the thought in my head, or if you didn't give me the thought in my head.
Yeah.
He walked in there and he was like, he was tweaking, bro. I would have been like, you good? Talk about a story that I'm dealing with, whatever. I'm like, hey, I'm just telling you, man to man. If you need something, I got you.
Yeah.
I know you've been in my heart of heart. I feel like there's a vibe here. There's something going on. It's gonna be all right. If you need someone to talk to, I got you. It could be fucking anonymous. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where like you really don't want to piss anybody off, but at the same time, it's like, if I do, then I do, man. I don't know.
I should. Looking back on it, I should have said something, but
that's all right.
I think. I don't know. It was just crazy. It was just crazy for me, I guess. Like early in my recovery phase, I guess you could say, just to see somebody who I wouldn't expect.
Right. There's a lot of functioning people that do that shit, bro. A lot of you wouldn't even think. There are people that I know that I would have never thought would have touched some shit like that.
That's what I'm saying.
But they're like, yeah, I do this on a daily, and it's a regular for me, and like I'm fine, and that's how I do things. And I'm like, more power to you. Whenever that fucking ladder falls, I'll be here. But you can only be that type of person. You can only be. But then, it's a fine line, because then you got people that are doing that, and then they take advantage of you and how you are as a person. And you're like, bro.
And you know what's crazy too, bro? Like, I don't know if you've ever been in an AA room. This is the preamble for AA. It's like, God, help me to accept the things. Oh, bro, I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm fucking it up right now. But it's like, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I think, like, for me, newer into that type of prayer and type of understanding what those words mean, it's like, could I control that situation or not?
Right.
And I think right now I'm dealing with a little bit of regret because I feel like I could have,
Right.
But
could have, couldn't have. Who knows? All we can do is now.
Yeah.
In the future. See the lines and see the flags and see the red lights and being like, okay, I've been here before. What did I do then that I can change now?
Yeah.
Lessons.
No, real shit, bro.
Going back to your album and stuff, you were talking about how like the album is kind of a reflection of like what you've been going through and stuff. is it stories or like how does this album work out? Like I don't want you to get too much detail because I want people to really listen to it.
No, for sure. I'll put it like this: it's definitely a conceptual album. I mean, from the far standpoint, but from when you're listening to the songs, it was just basically that feeling that I was feeling in that moment, and a lot of it was off of a 2-week bender. You know, about half of it was not completely sober. You know, like I think once you get into addiction, it's fucking crazy, you know. Right. But I think the underlying moral of it is that I'm lying somewhere, and at the end of the day, it's to myself. I'm lying to myself about that I don't need this or that I do need this, and that you know I need to find that thing deep inside of me, which is spiritual,
right?
You know, that I could like begin to love people again. Because in the album, I'm talking a lot about heartbreak that I went with my ex and. Fucking regret that I'm going through with fucking dealing with these posers and shit like that, and anger and calling them out of their name straight up, you know what I mean? And looking back on it, now that I've been done for a month now, and it's already, uploaded and shit like that, I look back on it and I'm like, damn, I felt like that in that moment, but I don't feel like that right now. And,
right.
And this is what a human is.
Yeah.
Going through a lot of shit, I guess, and figuring out how to, get myself out of it, because I think in my deepest parts of addiction, I was basically crying to anybody and everybody that I could, help me out. And they do, they give me all the physical things. They give me a house to stay. They give me this. You want this resource? Nothing really helps at all. It's only me who can make that decision. That like, if I'm going to clean up, I'm going to clean up.
Right.
And,
what do you think was the hardest song for you to create? Like in that album, like no one like being like, bro, this is heavy. I know that it needs to be like said, but like this is.
I'll say it right here, right now, bro. So it's track 5. It's called Emma Ray's Music. At the beginning of the year, once I was like fresh off of the breakup, I'm still with her right now. I mean, I love her and I'm always gonna love her. But I was with I got back with my middle school girlfriend. Of all things, I never expected that to happen, but I love it now. But looking. So I wrote this song, and back in the day in 8th grade, I was fucking 15 at this point. Like, I was cheating on her and really would only talk to her when it led to sex and shit like that. And, we broke up in high school, and she ended up having a kid. She's now an alcoholic. She's now an addict. So when we got back together and realizing all the things, I'm like, holy shit, this is a fucking trip. Like, it makes me think like, well, back in the day, if I didn't deal with lust issues, if I never cheated on you, would you be okay right now?
Right.
Would you never have this kid? Would we still be together? So I think this whole song is basically me putting it into perspective, like what my effect has on a single person, and in some sort of way trying to apologize for that, with a beautiful song, because it is a very beautiful song, but, and it was just like, this is the effect that I have on people. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I ruined her life because I can't speak for her, and I was telling her this the other day, and I was like, but I would be lying if I said I didn't feel like that. Like I feel like I fucked up your life. I made you have a kid. I made you have your little slut phase, and it's all because I don't know, how to treat somebody right.
Right.
And so it's a trip, but it is, all in all, it turns to love and accepting people for who they are and shit like that,
Goes back full circle because now y'all are together, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't even know. We're talking, and I love her.
Right. And like the kid and stuff,
Yeah.
So like it goes full circle. It's just like seeing all the things that have happened, and then you're like, oh, I still have time to fix, or not even fix. I still have time to change myself, my perspective, change what their perspective of me is, and become a better person for them even now still,
Yeah, and like
never lose that light, bro, because if you still have time to fix things, bro.
And that's not even necessarily the point too, because like at some extent I still feel like she has resentment towards me, like you fucked my life up, motherfucker. Now I have a kid, and now all this shit's going on in my family, and now I'm an addict. And like I admitted to her like the issues that I got and shit like that, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just a trip, like all in all, I don't think like I'm in this to try to fix anything or resolve anything or promise you anything. Honestly, I think it's just the sole fact that like, I guess to just tell you that everything's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I guess, because I feel like at this point in life, she really doesn't have anybody like that.
Takes two to tango, bro. Takes two to tango.
Yeah.
I have my past. I have my kid. My my baby mama is in San Antonio, and my daughter's in San Antonio. I'm still here. I'm still being a dad. I'm still being a father to my child.
Yeah.
I'm still there for whatever they need, whatever the case may be. But it takes two to tango. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've done fucked up shit. She's done fucked up shit. And as much as we like to point the finger at being like, you were the one that fucking, and she was the one that fucking, he was the one that was doing all this shit. It is what it is. Yeah. And we pick it up. We pick up that bottle. We do that drug. Or we harm, and I know this is real deep. I'm gonna pause right here. Not like the video, but I'm gonna pause right here and say this is a very deep subject when it comes to like addiction and mental health and stuff. So if anything you get out of this podcast, make sure that you do get help if you need help. And you can always reach out to me. I always say this. You can always reach out to me if you have like an issue or something that you think you can't handle. There it is. Sodell said that you can too. And you'll see his tags at the end. So if you really do want to hit him up, all of his social media and stuff will be on the video. But I wanted to pause right there and say that because it takes two to tango, and that's a hard thing. That's a very fiery topic to talk about because yes, there are certain things in my life that I caused, but it goes back to what we were just talking about. How I react to the things that have happened to me. I can either let it change my life in a negative way or a positive way. Yeah.
And that's the thing though, like when somebody's going through it, like the deepest part of it, they don't think about that until somebody tells them that, or until they see that for themselves.
Yeah. The situations that happened to me with my ex and stuff, I chose to do drugs. I chose to do that. Mm-hmm. And I chose to get addicted to it. And it was just on some dumb shit. And I realized a year or two ago, oh shit, I was doing this to myself. She wasn't doing that shit to me. Yeah. Her actions, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that picked up that shit. I'm the one that did it. And I'm the one that caused that for myself. Yeah. Me being high wasn't changing her life. Me being drunk wasn't changing her life, or the things that I was doing after the fact wasn't changing her life. It was changing me because I was the one that was doing it to myself. Yeah. That being said, like I said, you can always find some help. You can reach out to anybody. Your friends do fucking care, and they want to hear your story. They don't want to hear a eulogy at a funeral. Honestly, I would rather hear your story now and be fucking. And you always hit me up than fucking hearing a fucking eulogy.
That's true. That's very true.
Your funeral and stuff. But is your album like all deep? Is it like pretty much like that story? Is it like?
Damn, I should have showed you it before I.
That's what I want to hear. I want to hear it fresh.
No,
bro.
it's very good. I can't lie. It's just like. I see a lot of people being like, how does this even connect to the whole message and shit like that? It was just what I was going through in my time of life. It was just a chapter of my life, And it's good music, though. I know that for damn sure.
Right.
You know what I mean?
When is it dropping?
November 7th.
November 7th.
November 7th. Cool. Yes, sir.
So what? Literally a month. Yeah, a month from yesterday.
Yeah. So doing everything I can to market it and fucking, I'm dropping a whole lot of clothes with it, and I'm dropping a coloring book.
What? Yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's a crazy move. A coloring book?
Yeah.
That's trick.
It's all shit that I came up with in rehab a year ago. So.
That's sick, dude. Yeah. That's a really cool idea that I don't think I've ever.
I know.
I know.
I wanted to come and do something that nobody's ever done before. And, and when it does drop, you know what I mean? People will see this has never been done around here before.
Sick. I'm going to have to cop that fucking coloring book. Dude.
Yeah, for sure. Matter of fact, another plug-in. October 24th, we're doing a sip and share at Faves on Culture.
Oh,
so it's just basically anybody with the business, anybody with an idea, we all go there. It's going to be a big old networking event.
I might have to show. What is it, October 24th?
Tuesday, October 24th. Yes,
what time?
7 through 9. So, anybody with the business can go over there for free. It's just a big old networking event. I'm going to be selling my coloring book there. There's going to be a whole bunch of people there.
No,
Yeah.
tight. That's tight. That's tight,
sure.
dude.
Sure.
Anything else going on? Music. I mean, you've been doing music. You have some other. I know you don't want to talk about some of the projects that you're doing that are outside of music, but you got a couple things, or what can we look forward to?
So I got a couple of businesses. One that I can state right now is I'm building basically an independent label.
Okay.
I got a couple of female singers that are very beautiful that basically I'm gonna take under my wing.
Oh wow.
I'm not gonna be the manager necessarily, but I'm definitely gonna help them out in whatever I can do and basically build a label.
Oh, sick,
Yeah,
dude.
BS, Beautiful Solutions.
Oh, BS. Huh, that's tight.
Yeah.
Beautiful
so
Solutions.
that's basically the next step, and then through all of us who are creatives in that guild, which I mean, you're more than welcome to join too. You know what I mean?
I would like to look into it. Maybe even do a couple of like a series or something like the pod and all of the Beautiful Solution or whatever.
We're open to everything right now. We haven't even started yet. So yeah, we got cartoon ideas, we got TV show ideas.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, all sorts of shit that we're gonna figure out all together and shit like that. So just basically building a team, doing that business, and then obviously building the restaurant. We're about to open up a location in Lubbock in a year and a half. If everything goes accordingly. After that, we're going to Dallas. So all sorts of shit on my plate too, you know what I mean? But I think at this point as a creative, I've put, I hate to sound corny, but I've put a lot of this energy that I have flowing in me into this one album. I'm going to drop it, and I'm basically going to try to focus on the bigger picture.
Yeah. Bars.
Dropping
Bars.
Singles until my third tape, which I already have all planned out and shit like that, but that's not right now. It's not any time near.
Well,
so
I want to say too, I'm glad that I have a lot of friends that have deal with just life and they're going through shit or they're just tired of it and they kind of like stepped away from their passions, and I don't know, when I was a kid, bro, like I started playing drums when I was 6 years old, and it was I knew from the start when I started playing drums that music was going to be my thing. I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
I've had people in my church being like, this guy, I remember vividly, this guy was a traveling pastor, he would go to church.
Mm-hmm.
And he called me out and said that you're going to be doing this, bro. Like, you're going to be doing music. This is it. This is you. Like, whatever the case may be, like, just stick to it, And I've always held that. I was like 12, I think, at the time. Whenever he told me that, and I stuck onto it. And I have like friends that I grew up with, and I've been pissed off where it was like they're playing guitar, they're playing piano, or they're singing or whatever, and they just drop off. And I'm like, bro, why? Why did you drop off? Oh, because I have work.
Life got.
Yeah. I want to say this too on pod. Do not stop, bro. Don't stop. And like that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I appreciate and I see the dedication, and I'm proud that life is rough, and you're still being like, man, this is what makes me happy. This is what changes my perspective on life, and I'm going to continue to do it. I'm not going to get stuck in the cycle of I'm just that guy. I'm just a guy that fucking works and has nothing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just want to say we people that are around you and the people like me, we see that shit. And I'm glad that you're still doing your stuff, man.
I appreciate that.
Even really like coming from like a few years being gone or whatever. I was gone for a few years, whatever. We're still doing it, man, and we're still here doing it. So I appreciate that 100%.
That's dope, brother. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, 100%.
I really appreciate that.
Heck yeah, dude. But yeah, so it's gonna drop November 7th.
Yes, sir.
You see anything in the near future after that with the music, or like you're gonna kind of chill out? Well,
I'm definitely gonna do a couple shows. Like I'm still basically gonna be on this marketing run afterwards, after it drops, probably until February. After February,
maybe start something new.
Yeah, basically working on everybody else.
Okay.
My artists, I already got 1.5. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, it's their turn. I want to make them shine. I want to help them out in every way that I can, and they're gonna come out crazy. They're already doing good on their own, and so once we join forces to help build him up,
sick.
We'll do good.
Right on, dude. Are we expected to see some shows coming from you
here in town? Unless you invite me to them, no. So,
okay.
So if you invite me to them, I'll.
So you do like shows out of town, or?
Yeah, I'm doing one in Dallas, and then right after Dallas, I want to say I'm gonna do another one in Dallas, and then hopefully see where it goes from there.
Wow.
Probably
Dallas,
Houston,
baby.
Yeah, like I said, on that Jesus mission. If Jesus Christ
have you been doing shows in Dallas, or is this like a newer thing that's happening?
Thing, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they just a homeboy invited me, and I was like, "Fuck it, like, let's do it."
Yeah, let's do it. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, because like shout out to Rip. He's been as far as I know, he's been doing shows in Dallas. He does shows here and stuff, which is cool, and I see him every once in a while. But like his main shit is in Dallas, and he's been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I need to get on that Dallas Rip, dude. Maybe do a little
like
Dallas
I said,
show.
like the whole Jesus allegory, bro. The whole Jesus story. You know, if he couldn't do it, what it makes me think I can do it.
Right,
know?
right.
And that's the big thing. You know, even with the restaurant too, I see that whole envy card being played with the restaurant too and shit like that. But
bro, it's not even.
As soon as we step outside, like.
Bro, it's not like it's crazy too that you said that, because how many people I've seen that are not a part of like my realm that like kind of like not feed into, but like are like in the realm of music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They're like doing art shows, or like they have like a venue, or they're doing like drag or whatever the case may be, and I'm in conversation with them, trying to do something at their venue, or like want to do something with them, and they're like, well, I don't know if we could do it this day because this person's doing it that day, and they really don't like anybody else doing those days.
Oh.
And it baffles the fuck out of me, because I'm like, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Who does?
Like you're like, they have no say on a day. Their name's not on it. You know what?
So like the biggest thing with me, bro, is like, I guess like the realm of music that I make, and then like, cause I was gonna host basically like a big old release party and shit like that. At the end of the day, I know my family and my close friends, they're gonna support me no matter what the fuck I put out. It's really has nothing to do with them, and you know, not trying to be ugly or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So I was just like, if I do a party, it's all gonna basically be congratulations, Louis, you did it, buddy.
Right.
And that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for newer people.
Right. Yeah. You want to get a new fan base and stuff. Yeah. I completely understand that. That's what I'm trying to do here. All these new heads that are trying to do music and stuff, I give them a show. I'm not promising that it's gonna be a big show. I'm not promising that there are gonna be thousands of people watching, but there are gonna be people that actually see that and be like, you know what, that guy's good. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know,
something soon in the city is gonna happen. I promise that. Just with what I'm working with right now, I promise it's gonna happen, and y'all will see it happen, and y'all will be tripping by the time y'all see what I really had planned for this long. So
sick.
It'll happen, but
well, I'm glad to see you still. You're looking good, dude.
Thank you.
You're looking refreshed.
You as well.
Yeah, same. So, is there anything else you want to say? Anything you want to say? Throw your socials out, bro. Throw everything.
Socials on Facebook, Louis Soda. Instagram, same.o.soda. Snapchat, Louis.soda. Whatever y'all want to find me on. I'm doing an iPad giveaway the week before my tape drops, and it's gonna be, as long as you follow me and you repost either on Snapchat, Instagram, or Facebook, you're gonna get an entry to it. I'm giving away a free iPad. So you're gonna get, the first place winner is gonna get a free iPad and $50 to faves. Second place is gonna get $100 to faves. Third place is gonna get $50 to faves. So
sick,
yeah,
dude. So you're getting iPad or you're getting food, bro.
You're getting anything. I'm giving it away for free. As long as you repost me and you repost the post that I make, we'll make it happen.
Bars, dude. Bars.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you want to shout out or say or anything?
Shout out Sai. This motherfucker. He's gonna make it happen. I've seen it since the beginning, man.
We're still scooting. We're still going on like a train. You know, it's gonna be fun, crazy, silly.
Crazy.
I'm glad that we talked about the topics that we did, bro. I think it was a good one. I think this is tight.
For sure, brother. For sure.
We're just gonna go up from here, bro.
Always, man. Always.
I appreciate it. 100%.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we'll see you next week, and like always, go fuck yourself.